Hello, it's lunchtime now, and I'm taking a little break from work, but as you guys saw, I did some reading when I went to the doctor's. So I did have a doctor's appointment this morning. I got there a little early, so I read in my car, and then I read a little bit at the doctor's office, like waiting room. So I was able to read 32 minutes, and I'm on page 55. So I'm actually reading Twisted Lies. I read all the other Twisted ones, so I'm gonna finally finish up that series. I'm actually in the middle of reading Zodiac Academy, but the way that the last book, Cursed Fates, ended, it's really annoying and really, it like actually pisses me off. And I don't know if it's because of good writing or like because it's such a good book or because it's such a bad writing. I talk a little bit about it in my How Much I Actually Read in a Week vlog, so you can go ahead and somewhere in the cards if you want to see that. But I also go way more into it in my Zodiac Academy reading vlog, which might coincide with this video because I do want to put one more book into that vlog, and I might be reading it in this vlog as well. So you'll hear a little bit about it, maybe, but if you want like full reactions and spoilers, and literally there are some parts where I'm live reacting because what's going on is crazy, go ahead and subscribe for that video, or I'll put it in the cards again if I already have it out first. Otherwise, yeah, that's that. I just wanted to catch you guys up while I had the chance to sit down in front of the camera. I'm gonna try to read just throughout the day whenever I can. See you guys whenever. Hello, so it is now 8 o'clock on Monday, and today I've read 3 hours and 6 minutes, basically 7 minutes, and I've read 287 pages, and this is 57% of the way done. I'm probably still gonna read tonight after I get ready for bed, but as I said, I'm getting ready for bed, so I probably won't pull out the camera again tonight. So that's the update so far. I might be able to get another hour or two of reading in, so that could be another like 50 to 100 pages probably, but you guys will see it in the end cards of my daily totals for the day. But before we go, one quick note. Oh my gosh, Christian. I don't know, man. There are some parts of his character where I'm like, yep, that's it right there, that's it. And then there are other parts where I'm like, that is not it, that is not it. If I was Stella, I would be so much pettier. I'd be so petty. She's just too nice. I can't. But yeah, that's that. So I just finished Twisted Lies just right now. And with that, let me pull up my stats. Today I read for 1 hour and 18 minutes and a total of 132 pages. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stop reading for the night just because I'm tired. My brain needs a break, and I don't know what book I'm gonna read next yet, but it is gonna be a fantasy book. But just to talk a little bit about the commute, you guys probably saw the clip I read on the way home, and I usually only read on the way home. I've tried reading like during my commute to work, but I don't know, the vibes just aren't there. I just like listening to music, vibing, just kind of being brain dead really, and not having to focus on anything. It kind of puts me in the right mindset to work. So I usually just read after my commute where I can kind of dissociate, forget about the world, forget about all these dumb work problems that don't really matter. And just listen or read a book and forget about everything and dive into a world universe story that's not real. So yeah, I read almost the whole commute home, which is like 35 minutes. And after I got home, I just had dinner, did some few editing things, and then read up until now. And then now I finished the book. And some quick thoughts about Twisted Lies. I like Christian. I think Christian's my favorite. I like Christian's kind of like douchebag vibe, like possessiveness type thing. I mean, they're all kind of possessive in a way, or the way that Stella feels about Christian and the way she feels like he's her safe place, how she'll always be safe with him and all of that. In terms of the male main character, Christian's my favorite, and yeah, that's that. I don't want to spoil this too much, and I am gonna save my thoughts on this book and how it compares to the series in more detail in my finishing series I'm in the middle of, and that's either out before this video, so I'll put it in the cards if it is, or it's coming after this video. And subscribe if you do want to see that. But that's that for now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when I read some more. So guys, it's Wednesday and I started Onyx Storm. I got a random notification from Libby and it was apparently for a hold that I put on it that I don't even remember putting. But then I did realize I put a hold, but that was like in December. So it's been a good almost 4 months, if not 4 months, since I've put a hold on it and I finally got it. So I read that during my commute home, as well as a little bit before bed, as you can see. But I didn't get to read too much because I had some editing to do and I was exhausted because I barely been sleeping well for the past couple nights. So I called it an early night and didn't really read much after that. Otherwise, for today, I read 48 minutes and a total of 49 pages. Hello, it's now Thursday and today I read a total of 1 hour. Like fully 1 hour, and 16 seconds, but 1 hour. I'm sure you guys saw a little bit from the clips, but I read during my lunch a little bit as well as on my way back from San Francisco when I was riding the BART. And in that 1 hour, I read 78 pages. I don't anticipating reading any more tonight. I have some things I need to do as well as some gaming with some friends. So that's how much I'm reading for today. I feel like last time I did a how much I actually read in a week vlog, I was a lot busier. And now I'm less busy. But I feel like I'm not reading much more. Or when I do, I feel like it's really odd to pick up a camera if I'm reading for 15 minutes because sometimes I'm only reading for 15-minute intervals and then just reading multiple intervals of 15 minutes. But yeah, guys, not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused with what's going on in Onyx Storm right now. So I get most of the main characters and I get the magic system and everything that's going on with the dragons and stuff. But the political side with the dukes, the queens, and all that power going on there, yeah, that's confusing me. And then some of the people, like the teachers maybe, I don't know who they are. The generals, I don't know who they are even. But there are certain people, I just don't know who you are, bro. I don't remember. So it's been a little hard catching up. I honestly should have read Iron Flame, but I kind of rushed into it since I only have 21 days to read it and I just kind of want to finish it and return it back to the library so whoever's next in the line can get the book. So I'm just trying to finish this without taking forever. So that's why I didn't reread Iron Flame, but I would have. But yeah, for the most part, I'm understanding what's going on, but a lot of the politics is a lot. But yeah, back to kind of how I try to read. It's like I do want to pick up the book and I do want to read, but recently I just don't have the time to have reading sessions where I'm sitting down for a long period of time and reading. And nowadays it's more like reading for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then having to fit it in where I can. And a lot of my reading sessions are right before bed. So sometimes if I have things I need to do, like if I'm gaming with some friends, I can't read after gaming because then it'll be too late and I have work and I have to be an adult. So yeah, I just try to read when I can for however long as I can. And even if it's one chapter at a time, I'm reading and I'm getting through it. But that's that. It's Thursday, so we're basically already halfway through the week. And as a quick little midweek kind of catch up, let's see how much I've read so far in terms of pages and hours, if I could do my math properly. So I've read 7 hours and 12 minutes so far this week, and I have read 623 pages so far. And if I were reading smaller books, that's kind of like 2 books right there already, I feel like. But what books are really 300 pages anymore? And yeah, that's how much I've read so far this week and how much I read today. See you guys tomorrow. Hello, it's now Friday. It's been a long day, but I'm done with work. And after I go on my run, I'm gonna sit down. I'm going to get immersed in Onyx Storm because I remember each and every book I read, I got so immersed and it was so good. But I haven't gotten the chance to do that yet with this book. I literally read Iron Flame and Fourth Wing in maybe 2 days max each. And now I think I've been on it now for Wednesday, Thursday. This is about to be my 3rd day. And I'm not particularly talking about the book or the writing or the story quite yet. It's not like I'm not trying to say that it's boring or it's not captivating. I personally just had not gotten the chance to immerse myself, sit down, and just read and really get into it. But tonight, I am. Tonight will be the night. So, I'm just going to go on my run, take a shower, and then probably have dinner. And that's all I'm doing today. And then I'm going to read. Because I've been saying, oh, I'm not as busy this week. I'm not as busy this week. And yet, I'm not reading. So today's going to be the day Today's gonna be the day. Anywho, I'll see you later when I start reading again. Yes, finally, it's time. It's time. It is now 9:47 and I'm gonna be done reading for the night. I said I'd stay up and read as much as I can, and this is me reading as much as I can. I'm tired. I am exhausted, so I'm gonna get some rest. So today I've read 2 hours and 47 minutes, and in that time I read about 168 pages. So pretty consistently I've been reading about a minute a page, plus or minus a few seconds. The book, things are happening, and not a spoiler, but all I'm gonna say is Grady fucked around and found out. Fucked around and found out. I also do want to say Zayden indeed. I recently have been watching some TikToks and some YouTube videos about like best book boyfriends, and Zayden always ranked them. He was always super high up, if not number one. And it's been a while since I've gotten some time with Zayden. So I was like, why is Zayden always so high? I don't remember him being so great. Zayden. Anywho, that's that. Tomorrow's Saturday. I don't think I have much to do, hopefully. So tomorrow will be a reading day once again. And I'll see you then. Bars, bro. Hello. It is lunchtime on Saturday, or like just about after lunch. It's 12:30. I finished everything that needs to be done for the day. So that's editing. I wanted to post some things on Etsy, etc. So now I've done everything and we're gonna read. Hopefully I could read at least like 6 hours today. That'd be great. I think that would be a good amount of time to read. A lot, but not too much. But with that said, I'm gonna be trying this out. So I got this. Everyone knows it's like to hold your Kindle. I got it for my iPad personally. I like holding my Kindle when I sit, when I lay, all of that. It's totally fine by me. But since I bought it, I want to try it out. So I don't know if you could even tell what it looks like right now. So it swivels. And I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna be reading like this. I should have bought the clicker, the one that you could put on the Kindle and then click. But like I said, this is mostly for my iPad, and I don't want to buy another thing that I don't need. But I'm gonna try it out now, and if we need it, maybe we'll buy it. Or we could just honestly read with my iPad as well, and turning will be easy because I think there's like accessibility things that we can do to make it turn on its own without me having to lift my hands. But we'll see how it goes for now. We're gonna test it out. All right, let's get to it. Hello, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes and I'm taking a break, but so far I'm liking the thing. I like how it's metal / magnetic because I have to take off my magnetic pop socket so that it fits flat on here, and it just sticks there and I can just grab it whenever it's ready. So that's cool. But yeah, I need a break. Anyways, some thoughts. I literally take notes for each chapter whenever something interesting happens. So I'm gonna say some things and it might sound like a spoiler, but it's not. And I think you'd only understand what I'm saying if you've read the book. So no spoilers. So Zayden, why does he know everything? Like everything. Does it have to do with what's occurring with him? Does it have to do with him? Does it have to do with Violet? I don't know. Is it her? Is it him? Who knows? But why does he know things? Also, I'm kind of moving back. I didn't really talk about it when it occurred, but you know how they have those little snippets right before the chapter? What do you mean? In chapter 12, what do you mean you're saying? What do you mean you're saying? What the fuck? I wonder when this correspondence occurs. And then, I don't know if I'm dumb, or I don't know if they expect us to be able to even pick this up, but like, for an eye color, they're like, oh, it's not this color, it's this color. And I'm like, the two colors you're saying are not that far apart to me in what I think. Well, I need to look up the color. What is the color amber? To me, gold and amber are like basically the same. So when they were like, oh, their eyes are not gold, they're now amber, I'm like, bro, what's the difference? That's the same shit, basically. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of things like that in the book where it's like, was I supposed to pick up on that? because I did it. And another thing I want to mention is like the pacing. I feel like a lot's happening and there's not too much dead space between action or between each event that occurs. But I feel like also nothing's happening. But that's that. I'll read again a little bit later. If I have any strong thoughts or opinions, I'll pick you guys up. But if I have no strong emotions, thoughts, or reactions, I'll probably just see you guys tonight when I give you guys the end of day stats. Okay, I said if I came back, it's because I have a strong reaction. And I had a strong reaction. So, something happened, and I literally yelled, "What the fuck?" And Violet literally says, "What in the actual fuck?" as I say, "What the fuck?" We're on the same page here, Violet. We are on the same page. Hello, guys. It is our last day together for this specific vlog, and I haven't read all day. I've been out literally all day running errands, going to baby birthday parties, and just doing chores. But I am going to read tonight. I don't know exactly when. It might be right after I film this clip, or it could be after I watch a couple YouTube videos. I don't know, but I know I will read tonight before bed. I think I'm about 80% of the way through. I only need 20% more until I'm done with the book. It'd be ideal to finish the book tonight so I could at least say I finished 2 full books this week. But if not, that's fine. I'm not gonna force myself because then it will no longer be realistic. Yeah, but I will be reading. I don't know how much. If it's not too late when I'm done reading, I'll come back, update you guys. Face to camera, face to face. But if it is too late, my trusty clip/title slide will update you with how much I read today. So see ya when I see ya. Guys, I'm actually fucking mad right now. What the fuck was that ending? Is she... And what the fuck? I have a lot of thoughts. Mira and what happened with her kind of pisses me off. I think I'm more mad than anything after reading that. I'm not happy. I have so many thoughts right now. I don't know if they're all good. Hello, it is the next day. We have finished our week together and we can finally see how much I actually read in a week. So I've done all my calculations. From Monday to Sunday, which was last night, Sunday, I read a total of 16 hours and 38 minutes. And in that time, I read 1,304 pages. And then just because I'm a little data nerd, here's a couple other stats. On average, a day, I read 177 pages. But, you know, averages can get swayed by the lowest number and the highest number within like how much I read each day. And I think a slightly better measure of how much I read each day would be the median, which is about 153 pages. And then just for fun, my average reading speed is about 1.245 pages per minute. So per minute, I'm reading slightly more than 1 page. And last time I calculated this, I think I was about 1.3. So, you know, I feel like that's around my number, 1.2, 1.3. We'll possibly see again if I ever do another how much I actually read in a week. All right, and that's kind of my stats. That's how much I actually read in a week. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Bye.